What's going on, everyone? Mile High back at it with another video, and this is going to be a banger of an attack strategy. This one is really fun. I was kind of messing around with it. I really like super miners, and I was using it with Royal Champion Charge, but I might even like this better. As you see, we've got the 12 super miners, 3 wall breakers, and then 2 healers. The reason I'm only bringing 2 healers is because I'm going to be popping an instant queen ability with the healer puppet as well to get 3 more healers, so that gives us a total of 5. So that just frees us up to bring more super miners, which is really nice. So I'm going to bring a rage, 3 clone spells, and then another clone spell, 3 yetis, and a blimp in the clan castle. And you're going to leave your extra 1 space free because you don't want to be cloning anything other than the yetis. And if you're lower town hall, if you can only fit 2 yetis and then you have a bunch of empty space, just leave that space as well. Because like I said, you want your clones just to be used on the yetis. So on the king, we're using Earthquake Boots Spiky Ball. We're using Action Figure Healer Puppet on the queen. On the warden, we've got the Eternal Tome and the Rage Gem. And I'm also using Sneezy to protect the healers. And then on the Royal Champion, we are using the Hog Puppet and the Electro Boots. Again, this is pretty interchangeable. You don't need the Hog Puppet. You could use Rocket Spear. You could even use Seeking Shield if you really wanted to. It's just obviously not as good. And you don't need the action figure on the Queen either. You could use something like the Magic Mirror, honestly, would be better. Actually not, because we're popping an instant Queen ability. So I wouldn't recommend the Magic Mirror. But you could use even a Giant Arrow or something if you wanted to. So I'm going to hop into a friendly challenge replay first, and then I'm going to show you guys some Legend League attacks. And let me tell you, this was really dominant. All right, so I'm actually just going to get straight into the Legend League replays instead of going into friendly challenge first. So all I'm going to want to do, I actually like coming in from a corner, mostly because the Town Hall is usually going to be in a straight line with a corner just like this. So I'm going to drop a couple super miners, say on maybe like this elixir or the gold collector, and maybe even just both dark drills. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're just going to use one on each side to funnel, and then you're literally going to spam everything else in the middle. You could even put it on one tile. And then you're going to use an early queen ability, like I said, to get your extra healers down. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're just going to drop everything in up at the top. Like I said, use 2 super miners to set the funnel. I didn't on this one. I just spammed everything in just to show you how easy it is. Get your wall breakers down early so your heroes don't wander. You want your king to go into the base as well as your queen if you can. But it doesn't always work. Like I said, if I would have dropped those 2 super miners to funnel, it would have been way better. Then you're going to protect your blimp and obviously clone all your yetis once it comes out of the blimp. You want to clone the yetis themselves and not the yeti mites, as you see we did here. It's fine if you clone some yeti mites, obviously. But I want to get into the town hall here. Hopefully we're going to take out both of the spell towers. We hopefully should get both of these scatter shots. We're not going to get the town hall with the yetis, but we should be able to get the town hall pretty easily with the rest of our super miners and our heroes. The super miners do a good job of getting out ahead of your army and just keeping your heroes alive for a long time. As you see, we got a little bit of a split. We got a couple healers down here on these troops. We have a couple healers at the top with the queen and her giant from the action figure. Having that giant to help tank is really nice. It just helps keep your queen alive through the backside of the base. Pop our king ability. Hopefully he can go to Phoenix and get the town hall. He shouldn't get distracted by anything because it is the minion prince here, so obviously he can't target the minion prince. So he should be able to go under and take the town hall, which he does. Perfect. Now our queen should be able to take everything left in the base, to be honest. We got a couple super miners here, which are going to take out the ricochet cannon. And that's basically the only thing slowing us down at this point. And even when your super miners go down, they drop a bomb, which does really big damage and ends up taking out defenses or buildings that it's targeting. And it actually works out really well. So even if we lose all our super miners, there's nothing left in the base now that can stop us because we have our queen with healers still. The queen should easily take out that minion prince with absolutely no problem. Still have a super miner alive, and at this point it's just cleanup, so we're just going to 2 times through this. Got 4 trash buildings left. Nice, simple 3-star. Again, I spammed everything on one tile. If I would have just used a couple super miners to funnel like I recommend, would have been even more crushed. So let's go hop into another Legend League attack. All right, so on to attack number 2. Again, Town Hall all the way up at the top corner, so I'm probably just going to come in from the bottom corner. Just kind of get our troops to spread out, but then we have a direct line for our blimp to the Town Hall. It just works out really well for me. You don't have to do it that way, but as you see here, we're actually going to use a couple super miners to funnel each side, which should just help get our heroes more centralized. Unfortunately, our ones on the right side go target the Royal Champion and leave this stuff up over on the right side, so we might lose some troops to the outside. But so far, so good. We got everything pathing in. Our wall breakers did open the walls. Get a nice early warden ability to keep everything healthy going into the base. And now, again, just going to watch your blimp. Of course, we're fighting 2 sweepers, so we're not going to make it all the way to the town hall, so we'll just go ahead and drop early here. And then we'll clone forward, we'll take out the monolith, and we should get the fire spitter and that scatter shot. Our king's ability does go off early. Again, we're likely not going to get the town hall. It is ideal if you can get the TownHall, but like I said, it's definitely not 100% necessary because as you saw in the last attack, we didn't take the TownHall with the blimp, and we're not going to get the TownHall with the blimp in this one either, but it's still going to be a nice 3-star. These Yetis perfectly tank for my queen so she doesn't get wrecked by that single Inferno. We still have Yeti mites from cloned Yetis in the cord, putting in work, protecting our troops. They're tanking really well. World Champion passed into the TownHall now. We've got healers on her as well, but the healer's probably going to die to the TownHall shots. But it's not going to matter. We still got a Yeti down here tanking for our queen, which is perfect. She should be able to get that ricochet cannon before going down. Shouldn't be a problem. And now there's really nothing left to target her because the ground expo over here is distracted. Giant hitting the ricochet cannon unfortunately catches the tornado trap, so he does go down. But we still have quite a few super miners alive in here. They're going to take out the ricochet cannon. They're going to path to the multi-inferno now. And our queen getting dangerously low. She's going to die to that expo, but we still have a big pack of super miners alive up here. So they should be able to get the expo no problem. Even if they die on the expo, the bombs should be enough to take it out. They are getting pretty weak, but again, I don't think it's going to matter. I think we have 2 left, maybe 3. They path in. Expo's weak. Even if they die to that mini prince, like I said, it doesn't matter. The bomb they drop will take it out. So another nice 3-star. So I'm going to go hop into one more Legend League attack, and I'll catch you guys there. All right, so into the final attack. Again, probably just going to come in from the opposite side of the TownHall. And this one's even better because the sweepers are pointed the other way. So we should be able to get the blimp into the TownHall, no problem. You see our super miner at the top does a lot of damage to that Royal Champion, but it does end up going down. I should have dropped 2 up there. And the queen's almost dead as well, which is really nice. So it's going to be really easy for our main push to fight through both of those heroes now on the entrance just by sacrificing a couple super miners. Helps at the funnel, helps nearly take out those heroes. Now we're going to watch the blimp. So we're going to drop 3 sideways and then 1 forward on our Yetis. And now we're going to have a ton of Yetis in the core. Should be able to take a lot of stuff out. We get the TownHall, we get the Monolith. We're jumping on that Expo now. Did a lot of work on the Expo. The scatter shot goes down, and now we should be able to get both fire spitters as well, which is going to be huge. The fire spitter at the bottom goes down, fire spitter at the top goes down. This base absolutely crushed. Look what happens if you can get your blimp all the way to the TownHall. The Yetis can put in absolute work, and now we have so many troops alive. Royal Champion, full health with healers. We got our Warden up there, still full health. We got a bunch of super miners up there. Queen still full health. We still got our giant. We still got our king alive. This base is absolutely crushed. So if you can execute that blimp really well, there's nothing stopping you in the base. As you saw in the first 2 attacks, we didn't even get good blimp value because we couldn't get to the TownHall, but it didn't even matter. We still pulled off the 3-star, and with this one, with us getting the TownHall, look how crushed this is. Our super miners aren't going to die. We got a big pack of them with healers under rage from our rage gem. Our Warden sitting back at range, picking stuff off. King and Queen and Giant still at the bottom. Yeah, this base was absolutely crushed. This stood no chance whatsoever. Just got a couple buildings left here. Should be no problem whatsoever. Another crushing 3-star. So this is a really fun attack, and it's a pretty spammy, simple attack as well. So anybody can use this. It's definitely not a high skill gap. You can basically just spam everything in. It obviously is more effective if you use a couple to funnel and send your blimp from an optimized position. But like I said, it doesn't even really require that much base identification. A very simple attack you guys can use. Really fun. So let me know in the comments if you guys use this, how it works out for you guys. Let me know also what kind of attack strategies you want to see on the channel. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video.